You can see some of the data here. So, as I mentioned earlier, it's more than 60% of the Pump.fun revenues come from the live stream. So similar things happens. We are helping the forming to achieve the similar live streaming and the past launch pad. The volume of the forming right now is 70. The volume is around like 100, roughly around like 100 millions. They can get. So if we don't giving any if we just easily to calculate 100 million 70%, if that's one of the number we can give in, so which is 60 million revenue will be come from this part.
Before we begin, I want to give a shout out to our new sponsor, SocialValue, an AI-powered investment research terminal with prop indices and a high-performing DEX on its own chain. Join its third research competition for a $100,000 prize pool by submitting on socialvalue.com or on BidClub.io, with an additional chance to win another $2,000 every 2 weeks.
Okay, we're live. Welcome to another episode of Bidcast. I'm your host, Jason Kam, aka Maple Leaf Cap. Today is October 1st, 10:30 p.m. Hong Kong time. Bidcast is being live streamed to BidClub members. Questions are from the members and my own. This is not financial advice. And fair disclosure, Folius is a private investor in SideKick, but we're not compensated for this recording. Today I'm speaking with Jonny, the CEO of SideKick, ticker K. Jonny, welcome.
Hi everyone, and very thank you to Jason and host us in here today. And it is very super exciting to be here, to be honest, and also a little bit scared, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Jason gonna ask me.
You told me you watched the episode, and I'm just like grilling people, and it's fucking scary. No, I thank you for coming on here and not drinking out there at Token 2049. It's quite busy, but I thought it is super relevant given all the mindshare that's happening with Pump.fun, really focusing on live streaming. And I think people don't quite realize that SideKick has already been live streaming for quite a while. So I want to take this opportunity to kind of walk through it with you. Maybe for the audience who are generally unfamiliar with your business, can you just kind of give us a run through of what SideKick actually does and what people use it for and so on and so forth? Maybe let's start there.
Yeah, so SideKick is the first live-fi platforms and combine live streaming with crypto-native interactions. For me, SideKick is not just a product; it's also about creating a new paradigm for interaction in cryptos. In place where the creators can build their own brand and communities, and where user can get knowledge sharing and also engage with their idols, and where the projects can just direct connect with their own audience in real times. And I think many of you already know the Pump.fun is doing a token launch-based live streaming. And in that features, that model is a little bit heavy tied to the meme coin seasons. And once the meme coin season little bit cooling down and the energy will be drop off. So SideKick is built a little bit different way. And because we we believe the in the live streaming part is we can combine with crypto native features which design for any circles. Think about in that side, the main coin has seasons, but how about the perp trading? How about the funding the alpha and earn some X to earn something like others. So we can combine everything and plug it into SideKick. And also, we can build a space the streamer can engage real time with the community together. So in SideKick, we got a three level of the different users. I think the first one, of course, the creators, the top content creator or the people who are bringing the different contents. The streamer using SideKick to sharing their idea, knowledge, and also building the IP and the communities. And also, of course, earn the monies. And the second part will be the audience, so which the viewer who coming to watch the live streams and also discover the alpha and earn some extra airdrops from the platform levels. And also the third part is will be project. So we got different partners and they are co-working with us to using SideKick become one of the publish channels and distributing their tokens airdrops in SideKick.
How many users do you have now, and kind of creators and users?
So I think the latest data is we got 1,100 streamers and over 100 daily streaming streamer, and the MAU in SideKick right now is over 270,000. per month. Yeah, that's the roughly number.
And usually speaking, when somebody comes on, right, of the 1100, like typically how many people are watching at a time?
Well, to be honest, that's very huge difference. To the top levels. I mean, if we just look at the top 20 or top 10 something, the big eat all market. To be honest, the top streamers they always can have around like 10,000 to 20,000 viewers in doing one live streams.
Like in total or concurrent? Like total or concurrent?
In total, yeah. At the same time, will be around roughly like 500 to 1,000 people at the same times. But if we see the small one, so that will be the number will be around like couple hundred to 1,000 people in total doing like one live streams. But I think that's because in social media in this industry, always the top creator get everything.
And what's the geographic breakdown of TikTok? Because I think for the audience who speak English, they might not have even heard of this. So I'm guessing it's very Asian centric.
Yeah. So we are very strong in Asia, to be honest, and so like China, Korea, Japan, and South Sea, and so in this area, and also in these locations, people already educated by like many of the traditional live stream platforms like TikTok, like Huya, like others. So they know how the live streams, e-commerce, how to do and how to play and doing everything. But also right now, SideKick is trying to expansion into the English-speaking market, like European and other countries. And also we are bringing the proof model and to global stage because we first like half a year ago we started SideKick and we're using the China market and also the Korea market as a testing. And we put all the traditional streaming features into this location and testing everything how to combine with crypto native features and we spent like 6 months to doing that. Now all the model is quite proved and we can success to survive in this culture right now. So it's time we can expansion to others.
So almost like all of the users basically is like China plus Korea. Like basically, that's kind of how
around. I think if we talk about the percentage, we got a 45% is from China base, and over 30 to 32% is from Korea, and also rest of them is from the like Japan and others.
Got it. So 250,000 weekly, and then 100 streams a day. Every stream, the top ones on average, sort of 10,000 total viewers, 500 concurrent. So you could have like maybe like I don't know, 50,000, 20,000 to 50,000 DAU almost. If I have to guess. I guess. Yeah.
Well, I think the deal is higher than this. So the deal, the deal right now is around like 45,000 per day.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah.
I guess of those typical streams, you kind of touched on the crypto native features it enables, right? But interestingly, it's like the streamers don't launch a coin when they stream. The streamers don't have a coin usually.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big difference. I guess we're gonna peel the onion slightly differently. Like, what are some of the largest features, like the top 1, 2, 3, that you have enabled for the creator or the viewer during the stream, and like what are they? And then secondly is in terms of dollar volume, the GMV if you made that's kind of occurring through the platform, how much dollars change hands sort of on a weekly or monthly level when you're enabling these features?
So I think right now the main feature is a donation service, which is the gifting. That's automatically happens, every day, every time when people stream. So to the donation service right now, we are earning around like 100K a month as income. So we're cutting 50% as transaction fees to the platform levels, and we will take as profit.
15.
Yeah, 15. Oh, sorry, 50. Yeah, 50.
So when I donate $100 to the streamer,
yeah,
you
we
take half.
Yeah, we take half. Sorry, yeah, that's us. But this percentage is not crazy because usually if you see the TikTok or like other streaming platforms, they take like 70% to 65%. That's roughly numbers because we have to we have to make sure we can still run this whole platforms and everything goes through as healthy way. And of course, if the streamer sign contract with us as a long-term streamer and an exclusive streamer to SideKick, we will drop down this percentage.
So 100K US dollars per month. That is tips
Yeah.
basically going through creator. Okay.
Yeah.
And you take half. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
And also we are so right now I think right now is the SideKick model is quite simple. We're only doing like a donation service and plus some publish service, which we are helping some of the third party projects and the friends projects to publish their committees into SideKick. And so doing that side, we will take some marketing fees or title as promotion fees, not too much, like around like 50K to like roughly around 20K to 50K, something like that range. Not too much in that types of the in that types of the service. We are not cutting any of monies. We just giving this all the budget to the streamer directly because the stage right now for SideKick is we're trying to make sure the streamer, the content creator based in the SideKick, they can earn the monies. So that's the main point. We need help them to earn the monies. And after that, so we are thinking to, not thinking, we're already building the trading models, which will be launching soon. And in the trading model, I think will be the future, the big part of the earnings we can get.
Got it. So right now, the creators get paid by the tips, half the tips, and they get paid by basically if Aptos try to get your creators to shill them. And I'm guessing it's usually pre-TGE or 1 week post-TGE projects. Like Plasma come to you and say, hey, please shill us in your channel and we'll give you 50K. You give it to the creators that basically bring the volume. That's kind of the right way to think about it.
I think no. It's quite different, to be honest. It's most of these post-TGE project companies. Yeah. So I think there's a huge difference between us and Kaito. Kaito is mainly helping to the per TGE, and the people need a very loud from the community side, from the on the Twitter side. But in SideKick, because we need to very think about in other ways. If we just keep streaming one of the per TGE projects, how can I reward directly to the communities? And there's nothing I can engage. But the post-TG projects come to us. So most of the post-TG projects, they got they want having more holders. Of course, people want more holders. And the second part is they trying to let more user to understand who am I and how I can do. So they can spending a lot money, or even not money, a lot budget on the token side. They can offer to the streamers, telling the streamers, hey, here's $5,000 or $10,000 worth tokens, and we love to use this token and do the airdrop in your streaming rooms directly. Can you just do a 2-hour stream and show people who am I and what's the project like, and using the SideKick, the red pocket features and the lucky buck features, and to keep engaged from the communities to streamers and also to the projects, and they can settle different like questions or quest in there. The people need to answer some of the questions. They can earn rewards, or they can do some quest and they can earn the rewards. And that's how the streamer and the community can also make the engagement together. So that's one of the things is very active in SideKick right now. So every day, if you go into SideKick, you can find some of the streaming rooms that people are doing this kind of things. And also the meme coin love us because in SideKick we have tons of the meme coin traders watching, and also the 1,100 streamer we signed right now is most of them are meme coin traders. So the meme coin they come to us saying like, hey, we want to do some airdrop and but we are meme coin, so we just want to have some like a formal engagements and with the communities. Just do it, something like that. So that's a big difference between us and other like Kaito. So post TG projects, most of them are come to us.
Yeah, I guess most of the content currently, the ones that get the mind share, are about how to make money, right? It's like which meme coin should I ape or what's the airdrop? Like, is that roughly right? Are you paying these creators yourself? Because they're getting paid through the platform through tips, but do you pay
Yeah.
them your SideKick tokens and did they get a salary? Yeah.
So that will be separate by two parts. The first one is we build an ongoing point system reward constantly, and quarterly to the creators. So which all the streamers who are based in SideKick. So we got a reward system to review their jobs every 10 days and giving the points. And then of course the points can transfer to a token in the future. And that's one of the part they can earn some money, but not too much. And the second part is we got operation teams. We are checking all the streamers. Once we found the some of the good content streamers, or we found some of the very fun or like a special angle streamers, we'll go to chat with them and telling them, hey, look, we can put you guys into the watch list. And this watch list will keep like 2 weeks, and we will keep checking your data in these 2 week times. And if you can achieve this KPI, and after 2 weeks we can sign a contract with you, and this contract will provide the base salaries to the streamers. The average pay to contract signing streamer will be around $1,500 per month, and that's roughly number by the USDT directly, not by the tokens. Also, some of the contract signing streamers. So if they did super well, and after 1 or 2 months later, we will discuss to sign some of the more senior contract with them and offer a little token. So that token will be extra value around like 1,000 to 2,000 value, similar value like token to pay as monthly.
Got it. So right now the cash flow to the business right now it's like 100K plus kind of. Well, sorry, it's like 100K plus to the entire platform. You take half of it, so it's like 50K, 60K a month, and then you pay out a lot of it to 50, 100, 200 streamers, to like the top ones basically, and then you on top of it they get points, which converts to SideKick tokens. So there's some potential selling pressure. They get it, they dump it, right? Basically, that's the model today.
Yeah, that's yeah. So that's the model, but little bit difference in here is so the first thing, of course, we do we do have a bit selling pressures, but honestly, the most of the all streamer are diamond hand holders. So they just keep holding the SideKick tokens, and because we checked their wallet before, and
Yeah.
we see the 90% of the streamers, they just keep the tokens in there, and in live
How
streaming
much do you
industry.
think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. How much token do you think gets emitted to these streamers per month? That as
Right
compensation.
now, yeah, right now the token is around 120K to that's the average I put, because in the beginning I remember in May the budget we're giving to the operation teams is 60,000, and which no more than 65 we can allow. And now I double
Units.
it.
That's units.
And now it's 120 per month. So the selling pressure, if we talk about like over 100K selling pressures, I don't think that's very high, but still is selling pressures. The interesting part is the creators can bring in naturally they can bring in more the buying purchase than selling purchase, because they are they are KOLs, they are creators.
Yeah,
they
I
will
see.
keep keep
Yeah, I understand. Sorry to cut you off. We have a lot of content to go through, so I want to make sure we cover all of it. So it's like 1% of float annualized. So it's like basically okay. Your positioning is very particular because we have observed what CZ plus Aster is doing to Hyperliquid, and as you know very well, Pump.fun is going very aggressively into the live streaming direction, which brings mindshare. We also know that Binance also has a meme launcher called Four, and you're also actually partially backed by YC Labs. So it's a really interesting ecosystem positioning for your firm in the midst of all this. Maybe can you kind of walk me through, as that you're in this Binance ecosystem, how you guys are working together and pushing this kind of competition dynamic forward?
Yeah, I think so. So right now we are currently working with three partners. First one is for me, and then the second one is Binance Wallet Dex, and the third one is Aster. So in the forming, we are helping the forming to develop their own live streaming based token launch models. So it's very similar like Pump.fun, and Pump.fun has been eating entire the launch markets, and of course thanks to the live stream they built, and our goal is helping the forming to compete direct with Pump.fun. At the stage right now, the Pump.fun, the trading volumes around like 100 million per day. It's huge. But if we check the data, we can see so over 60% of the income come from the live streaming, and the live streaming is a main driven and drive the revenue from the Pump.fun, and that's showing the massive potential we can work with forming together, and if we can eat the market. And also the second part is we are working very closely with Binance Wallet and the Binance Wallet Dex together. I gonna say sorry first because I cannot say too much in this part. Yeah, but you guys gonna to see the announcement soon. So we are in very deep stage and discuss with them, and people knows Binance Wallet Dex is in very strong competition with the OKX DEX at the stage right now, and so we hope the live stream and plus the trading can be a secret weapon to the Binance wallet, and the last part will be Aster. So in Aster side, I think that's a very cool idea, to be honest. Nobody tried before. Is people know if we trading a secondary market or if we trading the sports, there's a bull market or bear market, and the market is seasonal. But if we see the perp tradings, to be honest, it's not seasonal things that keep on going. So we are discussing with Aster, can we just build a perp trading bot and plug into the SideKick, which in the future, the people who are in the live stream rooms, and they can see the streamer are trading a perp, and also they can follow trade or copy trade directly by one click in the streaming rooms. And this API will provide by Aster, and also as the core work, we can bring the huge tons of the traffic to Aster and bring in the new users and also attentions. So overall, I think in the ecosystem side, the Binance is very strong in CEX. But in the on-chain service side, we are trying to working with different the Binance, the core projects, and we're trying to working together and to build something similar things like on-chain Binance in here.
I guess, are you already integrated with the Four meme launchpad?
Yes.
So when I go to Four, it's already live streaming, and that technology basically comes from you.
Oh no, how sorry. So yeah, we already we already built the forming the live stream part, but this function haven't been live right now, and we are discuss some of the PR stuff and looking for the slot. By the way,
got it.
Can we see this?
I don't know. You tell me. We could obviously cut it out. So you let me know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you let me know after.
Yeah. And let me check. Yeah.
And then I guess the Aster thing is interesting too. It seems like it's a little farther out.
Yeah. So there's a lost story here. So to be honest, in very beginning, Aster already discussed with us, like 3-4 months ago. So Aster haven't launched tokens, haven't launched the products. So they only have the ideas, and we have very deep discuss in that times, but we haven't do any move, and so we just have the milestones, and and the last month before Aster trying to TGE, and we thought, we should do something, and it's not a matter, TGE going well or not, but we have to do something and to help the Aster to go up. And the things that people see is after Aster TGE, the market is crazy. It's going so hot. And now back to all part is we are trying to push the Aster the working as soon as we can do, but they are super busy right now. So we're trying to finish everything by all part first and transfer to the Aster.
I guess back to the 4, I guess in both cases, right? We're going to leave the wallet thing aside because you're working on something. You can tell us. When a transaction happens on their platform, they take a fee. Is there any fee split between them and you when they use the technology, or when there's kind of like people are like aping on your site with their like, do you get paid at all in those volume?
Yes. So I can give you the case. For example, normally if you make the transactions by a DEX, so normally they're gonna take like maybe like 1% as transaction fees, and we will take normally we will take like 30% to 50%, and as our own incomes. And so in this percentage, we also are sharing the revenue to the streamer directly. So that's also a part of the streamer earnings. And so at least we need to keep like after sharing with the streamers, we need to keep around like 10 to 50% as our own incomes in total. So in here,
10 to 15% of the 1%, let's say. And sorry, and like the fee for 4, I'm guessing you're talking about 4. I guess even if the transaction happens on the 4 website, as long as they are live streaming, during the live stream, whatever volume that happens, you get the split. Is that right to say?
Yeah.
Okay, but if they're not live streaming and transaction happens, you don't get paid.
That's one of the parts we discussed with Ford right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
we
don't know until you find.
Yeah, we don't know yet, because that's very interesting part is because some of the tokens launched by the live streaming. So during the live streaming time, they launch the tokens directly. So we're trying to understand if the token launched by the live streaming times, can we get an earning from this token as a long term, not only just live streaming in the live streaming circles. So because that will be. You go ahead.
You're figuring it out, basically.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out this part. Yeah. So that's one of the topic we discuss with them. Yeah.
And then I guess the Aster API is more so like when people are watching your live stream on your platform, once the API is plugged in, like people will get to see, oh, like I can ape here, and when I ape, I guess the fee share there is TBD. But obviously, you have much more of a reason to take a fee. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. That's very simple and easy.
Got it. Okay, that's interesting. I guess, is there anything, and if I'm not misunderstanding on your platform now, the streamers already, they are aping, right? Live streaming. They can already input the CA when they're live streaming, and it will just like pop up at the bottom. Like people can already ape the same thing that the live streamers aping on your platform.
So yes, we was have these features, but we because 2 months ago, we trying to update a new one because doing some of the reasons. Yeah. So now you cannot, do the copy trade directly from the SideKick. So that's one of the things why we're trying to announce the new partnership as soon as we can do.
I see. So basically, the run rate that you're having at $50,000 is like neutered. It's almost like the minimum you're kind of making. Because after this, like, well, maybe you'll have an AMM on your platform that you can start earning fees. You'll get additional fee stream from 4 that is live streaming. When they launch a coin through live stream, you get lifetime fees, hopefully. And then you'll have this perp capability on your platform. When people are streaming and aping, you'll get paid, basically, because they're aping through Aster. Is that roughly the right way to think about this?
Yes, it is.
Of these couple of initiatives, like the turning back on of the potential swapping function, the 4 integration, and then potential Aster integration, is there anything else that really, really excites you And then if you would rank all of these things together, which one excites you the most?
Well, I think, to be honest, everything is very exciting to us because that's the new things we can launch. Yeah, to be honest.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, because the model is different. The first one, if we just talk about SideKick, if we just talk about SideKick, the platform itself, so of course, the perpetrating bot will be benefit the platform itself directly. That's very directly, just boost in. And but if we talk about, in ecosystem side, the co-working with the full meme is very important because that's the first time we built a 2B service to all partners. And people don't need, to spending energies or times in SideKick platforms. People also can just go for meme and doing all the interactions, engagements, everything. But we also can sharing the revenues, and that's very different. So which thing is, I think the for meme the partnership, it's a big milestone of the SideKick. We can transfer SideKick as a only 2C platform to consumer platforms and to one of the streaming SaaS providing companies. We can provide, this whole streaming SaaS to partners. We can help them to build, and also we can help them to organic help them to increase their own salary, their own incomes. And I think after this model coming out, which we can find a lot to partners in the market.
Yeah. In your mind, what's the timeline of all of these fee streams potentially turning on?
I think the timeline is very clear in all sides. So the formings, the collaborations is already live. We will announce and make it update soon, and which we hope that everything can be finished in this month, which in October. And the second part is Binance Wallet. So in the wallet side, the announcement will be coming out very, very soon, in this couple of days maybe. And also to the Asta part, we're trying to finish everything in 1.5 months, which we still got like 4 to 5 weeks we can do. And also I think also in next year Q1, we hope these 3 partners we're working with, we can already found very stable and very healthy operation models and work with them as a long term. And that's all angles.
Should we think of you as more of a Binance exclusive partner? Or if like Upbit comes to you or Coinbase comes to you or God forbid OKX, Bybit, like if they could you still service them, or is it like, oh, we can't really do that?
I don't think we are very Binance exclusive partners. Because first thing is I think Web3 is very it's new industries, to be honest. It's new industries. If we just keep everything in our own pockets, I don't think that will be help the whole industry grow up. So the first thing is we are very open minded, and we love to speak with many of the different partners. We're trying to take care everyone who come to us. If we can help, we will do that. And the second part is in Binance, we can see the whole company growing up is not because Binance in the beginning is very strong. Binance is also growing up from small to big, and at the same time, Binance co-working with many of the different projects and also to different other companies as well. So in the company as a company itself. So we are going to we have to open mind to all the different opportunities. So for example, if the Hyperliquid come to me saying like, hey, can you guys do anything integrate the Hyperliquid to one of the like live models? I think in high percentage we will do that. But we were telling them, look, so we can help you guys do that, but we cannot giving exclusive this title to you as well, because we have to very careful and very honestly to let everyone know we are helping the Asta at the stage right now. So that's all things.
Are you talking to Hyperliquid?
No, haven't. That's just a sample. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, are you talking to a lot of other like parties about these kind of integrations at the moment, or is it just really let's just get for meme and Aster off the door first?
We do have a lot messages from different partners. They trying to asking and can we do that? But the only reason why we start with Forming and Aster and also Binance Wallet is because to the capacity of the operation team and the dev teams. We are not like huge teams. We don't have like 100 people working in the companies. So we trying to to make sure all the energy can spending in the top level of the ecosystem project first. And of course, because we're backed by Binance, so we have to helping the Binance project first.
I know it's really early to say because it seems like the fee split and the lifetime versus timing, and it seems like it's still up to negotiation. But with all these efforts combined, right, the DEX turning back on with wallet and like the fee split, how should we quantify the size of the revenue that come through this kind of collaboration? And I'm just kind of curious. And what would be a number that makes you happy? How do you quantify, and what would be like in your mind would be a good number?
Well, we can we can see some of the data here. So as I mentioned earlier, it's more than 60% of the Pump.fun revenue is come from the live stream. So similar things happens. We are helping the Forming to achieve the similar live streaming and the past launchpad. The volume of the Forming right now is 70. The volume is around like 100, roughly around like 100 millions. They can get. So if we don't giving any if we just easily to calculate 100 million 70%, if that's one of the number we can give in, so which is 60 million revenue will be come from this part, and as a fee cuttings we to be honest, but in other ways we cannot guarantee the things will be happen as we wish. So we see the potentials, and so we have to try. So or short-term angles of the companies, or how we think is we know we are burning like 300K a month. That's including the token pay to the streamers and the salary to the employees and the plus marketing fees, everything. That's around roughly like 300K. And I think the short-term goal is in end of this year, which 3 months later we can achieve 300K incomes. Let's break even first. I think that's the main things we have to done, and we have to face to, and let's break even first. And after break even, we can think about we need to make some profit, and from the product side, and which we hope in 2026 Q1, which 6 months later, and we can achieve like $1 million incomes every month. And that's one of the small which me and my teams we hope. And of course, in doing that times, the company will be growing up. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we got 1,100 streamers. So we hope in doing that times, in early next year, we can triple it, which is we can achieve 3,000. We can achieve 3,000 streamers, and plus we can get over 200 or 300 the daily streamers, everyday streaming. And also, of course, the audience base will be tripled. So that's one of the small wish we hope we can make it. Yeah.
So to follow up on that, you said Forming today is $100 million of annualized revenue. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's 100 million. Let me check. Yeah, it's 100 million volumes. It's not revenue. It's volumes. So if we talk about yep.
It's 100 million of volume per month or per year?
Per week.
Oh, per week.
Yeah, per
okay,
week.
So 100 million per week. And assuming live streaming does not increase the revenue, it probably will. I don't know how much, but like let's say it's not, right? And then you said 70%, and then the take rate on the fee, let's say, is like 1% or something.
Yeah, 1%.
Right? Let's just, for the sake of simplicity, it's like, I don't know, $1 million in fees that they get. And let's say you get 10% of it. For 52 weeks, that's like almost, $5 million in revenue to you. So if this kind of work out the way you hope it would, and hopefully they will increase in revenue so that the fee split will be more. Off your path from getting from where you are, which is 50K a month, to break even, which is 300K plus, that delta of 200K, would you expect that to come mostly from 4 meme, or would you expect that to also come from, let's say, you turning back on the swaps on your platform, or do you expect anything from Aster? I'm just trying to figure out, like, I guess like if Aster doesn't have to work and you get there, that's obviously great, and Aster is just brownie. Like, how do you think about the breakdown here?
So I think the first part will be, of course, we're trying to make sure the in-platform purchase, which from the SideKick or self-side, the in-platform purchase will be getting the over 70% of the incomes, which that including the Aster, the perp trading bot, and plus the Binance Wallet spot trading bot, and the two of the trading bots giving, and also that including the donation service we already keep running. And these three parts, we hope we can earn like as 200 to 300K incomes every month, and that's the first thing. And the other 30% is from for me, and that's all idea we're trying to achieve.
Got it. So if you hit all of those, basically you should basically double the cost, because if that'll be cool. That'll be great. And I think it will take a lot of pressure.
I think we hope yeah, we can. Oh, we hope we don't double the cost. It's running a live stream is burning money.
Yeah.
So before I run SideKick, I was the overseas director of the Beijing, right? The burning flows I see, in my previous job, is in the beginning, of course, will be going like this way, rates very high, and in the first 6 months to 10 months, because we couldn't figure out how we earn the monies. Once the company grew up into a basic stage, which we got operation, we got BD, we got marketing, we got everyone settled, and the cost will be stable in there, and the income will be start double it, triple it, and very quick, and that's one of the like a journey I passed through before. So we're trying to make sure, the SideKick, the cost, we just keep it like 300K to 400K. Don't increase too much, because most of the cost is for the labors and for the salaries. If we think about the trading bots, perp trading bots, it doesn't matter. All the trading bots is everything happening in technical ways. So which we don't need to pay too much labor in there. We got 12 the dive. We still have 12 dive, and we don't need put like 20 or 30 or something more. So that's why we're hoping the cost will be stable in there.
Of that sort of $3 million annual burn today, how long is your runway versus like your treasury, and how big is that?
So I think, I'm gonna be very honestly in here. So the first part is we are not crazy raising money companies before, because in very beginning, start last year to into right now, before WTG, we raised $11 million in total, like 3 to 4 million in products in past 1 year, and so we still got like a 1 year ongoing at a stage right now. So, but we're trying to make sure, as an entrepreneur, we are very nervous as a company. If we only have 1 year, the running sites, we have to figure out how can we earn the money, and that's the main point. So SideKick now the stage is we got the basic traffic, we got all the foundations built up, and everything is settled, and the next thing is earn the monies. Revenue.
I mean, it seems like you haven't turned anything on. It's just a tick rate on tips, but you almost have to get the spot decks to start paying you alongside kind of, the perps and whatnot. Is there anything else you're working on that could like increase revenue materially that we haven't talked about?
I think to be the promotion service, that will be another interesting part. So to this counter promotion service is we we haven't very active it right now because we don't have too much capacities in operations. All the teams we are focused on the trading side at the moment, at the stage right now. And I think, but I think in the future, the commercial business to this ad service or promotion service will be one of the main revenue driven as well in the company side, because when we doing the company revenue models, we check TikTok. So in TikTok, the most of the over 30 to 35% of the revenue is come from the streaming, and also there's 10 to 15% of the from the donation service, and the rest for them is come from the 2B service, which they are selling the traffic and also selling like the promotion service to many of the 2B companies. And I think that part we have to very think about how can we do. So in SideKick right
So
now
it's like
we
the
are
advertisements. It's advertisements that comes in when you scroll. Okay. Do you have a mobile app today?
No, we don't have mobile apps. So the mobile apps we are planning to start in next year Q1, and
Sorry, start as in launch or as start building it?
no, start building. Yeah.
Okay.
So we hope
so
we
that
can finish
part.
in. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
So no, sorry. So you hope you'll finish that in when?
Yeah. We hope we can finish in 3 to 4 months. Yeah. To because the mobile app is one of the very important or heavy jobs we have to very careful, which means we need to have new dive teams and everything we need to settle in there. And also we're gonna face a lot of compliance issues, to be honest.
That's interesting. So that advertisement dollars comes later on. And do you have of all the revenue that's generates, like let's say you break even and start making money, does that value accrue anything to the equity, or is it going to be to token?
We will put the token buyback as one of the main things we need to keep doing. So in the planning, we will put like around like 30% to like 30% to 30% of the monies we were going to buy back the tokens, and the rest for them will be spending in the company costs, and also share the dividends to the equity holders. Also, so that's one of the idea we are trying to do.
Got it. 30% of revenue or 30% profit?
30% profit.
Got it. Okay, so after cost. So that will come after for a while. Okay, got it. Understood. And then just a few other things, like you haven't really done investor relations in the West yet. I'm thank you for coming on, because this is kind of like the first. Do you plan to do more sort of these kind of token holder outreaches and letting people know kind of your plans are going forward?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, I know. I could see a bandwidth issue, because you got to figure out how to generate revenue. I think that would be the first step. But once you start breaking even, I would imagine you should start doing live streams, even on your platform, just to give people updates on like what's going on. Understood. And just one more thing that's actually also quite important. I mean, I would imagine the float is pretty tightly controlled, as of the moment it's like 10% or something. Would you attribute most of the selling pressure that's occurring just mostly due to the airdrops you have done to like creators and viewers, or would you say there's other reasons, kind of the drift that's happening? If it's really tightly controlled, I would assume like that there shouldn't be that much selling pressure, unless you feel like there's something else out there, or maybe you're just not telling the story about kind of the live streaming being a real narrative. Because I would have thought people picked it up by now.
Yeah, I think so in the past couple days, the token sellings, the most of purchase from the we got many of the exchange competition the happens after the trading competitions. There's the token rewards. So of course that type of the holders, they're gonna selling tokens. They are not the SideKick audience or streamers. But the competition is finished right now, and we don't think there's some of the new competition happen soon. So that's why we are not very worried about it. And the second part is I think that's one of the things we haven't done very perfectly. Is after TG we haven't doing any like public talk like like this time. We just trying to figure out how we can generating or transfer SideKick from the burning models to profit models. So we got like 2 months internal discussions for many many different ways how we can do. But after months, internal discuss, we found no, fuck, we cannot, just stay at house. We have to open mind. We need to go outside, touch the wood, and so that's why we're coming out and going to start pitch to the public, and the token launch is not an easy job, to be honest. We do, the whole team, we do have very strong operation skills, or like the industry experience to the token launch. This kind of stuff is a very new thing to us. We are keep learning. I think at the stage right now, we are learning very quick. So we're trying to figure out everything as soon as we can do.
I thought the highest leverage move you could pull is actually, how like CZ shilled Aster like publicly. When are you doing like a live stream with CZ? That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We're trying to discuss with.
Yeah. Okay. The last thing before we hop off, I mean, good luck on that. I think just one tweet from him, or just him spending attention on your platform would do great things for you, especially with the integration with for memes and the wallet. It seems like it's like a no-brainer, because it's like the center of attention when Pump is doing the live streaming. Hopefully you get that. But last question, it's funny because like Laura Shin on of Unchained, really prominent podcast in the space, like she actually launched a token through Pump.fun. But the feature currently at Pump is quite limited in terms of how much it's really just a fee share back to the creator of the token. But there's no tipping, there's no like other things they can do. Just because you're also a live streaming product, like how do you feel about just their choice of doing it on Pump, and kind of, do you feel like there are other things that Pump should enable, or that you thought about that they haven't considered, that sort of, maybe Laura should have considered before they kind of went ahead with it?
Well, I think to the like the certain type of the big name, if they launch a tokens, somehow that's one of the credits they need take care of the everything, and that's yeah, that, to be honest, that's a credit risk. If the token doing well, the people of course will saying like, oh yes, this guy is genius. But if the token price drop down a lot, and that will be killing the reputations of any of the big names. I don't think that's something quite funny. So if I looking into the Pump.fun models, I think biggest issue between Pump.fun, the biggest difference between Pump.fun and SideKick is Pump. They only care about the token price. Everything they did is for the token price. So that's why you couldn't see any donation and anything, because Pump.fun models, if they open a donation service, which that would be 100% split the token price. Some of the part money will go to donation directly, but not impact any of the token price. If everything everything go to the token price, so which the credit risk will be super high, and also we have to make sure this token not going to any like security or something others. We don't want to face any of the compliance issues, right? And in SideKick, so the model we bring out is so we feel the main assets of the SideKick is people self, is a content creator. So we have to protect content creator. We have to make sure the content creator safety, risk, everything. So yeah,
that's what I mean.
Yeah, we have to make sure the content creator, they can promote some of the tokens, but only just promote, but not link to the token directly. So that's a huge difference between us.
I suppose we talked about launching tokens directly on, but I could see the danger of it, because a lot of your customers, streamers, are mainland. They're not in mainland, but that they're like kind of really tied to this whole Chinese speaking ecosystem, and it could cause trouble down the road. Interesting. Is there anything we haven't covered that you feel like would be worth talking about?
Let me think about. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we did. I think we did most of all the topic.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I also don't have any other questions from the audience, but well, good luck on the integration. Good luck on turning on basically the revenue dial. It'd be great to break even, and hopefully you'll get into the mind share of a lot of people soon. But Jonny, thank you so much for your time.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.